I'm blind taste testing 96 different branded lagers that I've picked up locally to me. I'm currently in round 1, which is the group stage. The beers have all been divided into groups of 6, and I'm blind taste testing them and putting 2 through from each group. I'm currently at the halfway mark, having done groups A to H, and in this video I'm looking at group I and J. We've reached the halfway mark. This is starting the second set of beers to take us through to 96. Let's get on to A. It is quite, yeah, it's going on to the golden. It's pale to golden. Nice tight head on it. There isn't much on nose at all. And by isn't much, I mean there's a faint hop. There's a faint like citrus lemon note. Then nothing else. Okay, let's see. Ooh. As you could tell, not keen on that one. Yeah, that's not nice. Not much carbonation, very thin, very thin. And the taste-wise was just, I'm going back in. Why am I going back in? It's bizarre. It seems to be hop led, but it's such a faint hop that's like a faint lemony hop in there. It's no malt, nothing at all, and it's quite dry as well. Yeah, not keen on that one. On to B, which is the only one that doesn't seem to have kept its head. There doesn't seem to be any carbonation rolling up. Could be a glass issue at that stage. It's more towards the golden. It's probably, yeah, the darkest one here, I would say. Good malty nose. Yeah, it smells like, it smells good. Let's go in for the taste. Tons of carbonation on that. Carbonation's bang on. So must be a glass that's a dud or something here. Carbonation, beautiful. Rolls right over the tongue. Carries that same malt smell. So lovely malt taste right over. And then it's just a very clean finish with it. It doesn't leave you coated with that malt flavour. Yeah, that's superbly clean. I mean, actual flavour, no flavour. On to C, and C is looking good. I mean, it's got a nice tight white foam head on it, carbonation rolling up. It is that pale to golden colour. Nose. This, I'm going to say it, I've said it so many times, it's got a slight peachy element on it. And I'm always unsure where that's coming from for me, but it just always hits. I've got a slight peach element. Let's go for the taste of it then. Bit too much hop bitterness for me. Carbonation's low to medium. Quite drying, but the hop bitterness is a bit too high, I think. And it just doesn't have a good balanced taste, I feel. On to D, which is definitely going more paler in colour, tight foam head on it. This smells like it's been hopped. It's got a very citrus note, like a lemon undercurrent of it. No malt, just lemon on the nose. Taste-wise, the lemon is there present, yeah. That's the lemon present throughout it. I mean, that's decent for drinking. I guess it depends on the other ones in here, whether that one goes through, but it's got an okay carbonation, quite a low body, but the lemon hop or whatever they've added to create that lemon flavor gives it a very clean taste at the end, so that it comes over your tongue, clean taste, and then it's nice. On to E now. Again, quite paler in the color. It doesn't have much of a head on it, and the nose is very clean, so it's just a sort of lagery nose, if you know what I mean with that. Not malty, lagery. Okay, let's go for the taste. Oh, okay. Good carbonation, good body, has a really nice taste to it. I think there's some hops in there as well that's adding to the flavor, but I wouldn't say it's a malt forward one, but that's got a really nice taste. So that's 3 actual decent ones so far in the group. Let's see if the final one can keep that up. So the final one in this group, pale in color, tight white head on top. This one too feels like it's got a hop nose. Not malty, just a hop nose. Okay, let's just taste it. Yeah, there's it's like D. There's a slight lemony flavor to it, but I think D does it better than this one. This one, it's slightly a bit weaker. The carbonation isn't as good, and it's a thin body, so it just doesn't do that as well as D. Let me quickly retaste and then confirm my top 2. Okay, so the 2 that I'm putting through, it's between B, D, and E. What I'm feeling though is I'm feeling a bit more, I don't know, traditional malty today rather than hop forward. So what I'm doing is I'm putting B through in first place and E in second place. I just feel that this is a bit too much on the lemon front. This has a lagery nose, but a decent flavour that the hop is nicely balanced with, and this one is just a malt forward beer that's very clean. The participants of Group J are ahead of me here. Beer A doesn't seem to have much head on it. It looks to be quite pale in colour and lacking on the nose. Yeah, just a very faint malt nose on that one. No. Mm-mm. That's a no from me. Grainy, no carbonation, very thin body, and it feels like, yeah, it's I don't know, is it a cheap beer in a can? I've no idea. That's a no for me. B, we've got a slightly dark color, but it's still on that pale end, pale to golden. Nice tight head on top. Oh, much better on the nose. That is good nose. Yeah, good malty nose. Let's taste it. It's got good carbonation. The body feels good as well on the beer, so the mouthfeel feels good. It's just that flavor, again, it's lacking. It's got a dryness to it, but it seems to just be lacking. The nose is good, the flavour, a slight letdown. A slight letdown. C here seems to have gone a bit crazy in the glass. Massive head on it. It's definitely more towards gold than all the rest, nose-wise. It smells like a Euro lager. Yeah, okay. Let's get a taste of it. Again, just nothing coming through on the taste for this one. It's severely lacking. There's almost no carbonation in that. No carbonation at all. The nose is smelling good. The beer just doesn't follow through with that taste. This is not gearing up to be a good round at the moment. D here is looking paler. So we've got a paler coloured beer. It's probably on the levels as, yeah, slightly darker than A. It's got a slight tinge on it. Nose-wise, that's a clean nose. Yeah, it's got some sweet malts in there. It's quite clean. Taste-wise, okay. Decent carbonation, and that sweet malt taste comes through as well. Not as sweet, as I said, because it was faint on the nose, and it is faint in the taste. But yeah, that's actually the best out of them all so far at the moment for me. On to E here. E looks very similar in colour to D, so we've got a pale going towards the golden element. Nose. Oh. It smells like it's got a spice or something in it. Yeah. Strange nose. Actually, it's got a lot of sweetness to it, and it smells like there's some sort of adjunct or something else added in that isn't malt that's given off that nose. Okay, let's go for the taste. Yeah, that comes through in the taste. I'm not keen on that. It detracts from the beer slightly. So I'm assuming there's another ingredient alongside the barley that's been added in. Don't know if it's a local ingredient. They sometimes do that with some of the African ones. Yeah, it's on the nose and it comes through to the taste. So it's a bit overpowering. That makes it the taste rather than anything else. Otherwise, carbonation's good, a bit thin on the body, but it's just that taste of whatever else they use, and it's sort of, well, yeah, pushing it away from the way I like it. And the final one in this lackluster group, we have F here. This is probably the second darkest after C, so it's going towards the golden range. Not much on the nose. Yeah, it's quite a bland nose, unfortunately. Taste-wise, bland. Can I just say that in general? Yeah, it's bland on taste, low carbonation, um, feels like a thin body. Just seems to be overall lacking, that one does. I am going to have a tough choice ahead of me here to decide. I think I know one that I'm sending through, but unsure about the second one. Okay, so in first place, I'm going to be putting through D, as it's the only one that actually was enjoyable to drink out of the group. And in second place, after retasting and just going based off which one actually has some flavour that's not off-putting, I'm going through B here. So that's second place. That's first course.